See if the price moved at all from yesterday. The price did. It bounced back up. I thought it was going to come down to the 200-day. It still probably will come to the 200-day, but we're making another run up once, twice, 3 times. This is our 4th time, fucker. Excuse my French. That's the 4th time right there that we're coming up on major upper resistance, and you need to break this major upper resistance, because if you do, you got a pretty good way up before you have any more resistance on here. So that's where you would look for a volume spike, but right now you're getting rejected, and the current thing hasn't really changed from yesterday when we were somewhere over there. I don't really remember that. I'm thinking it was going to come down to the 200-day. Well, it did there. Come down to the 200-day. Was that the 10th? So it did come down. Yeah, see, it hit the 200-day, and then it came back up here again. And if you can get on top of this, you would look for it to hold it as support, and then they continue up would be bullish. But if it gets rejected here again, you would look for another tap at the 200-day, and that could be a spot if it taps the 200-day again to run back up to upper resistance, because that would be in a little swing trade is what I believe you're looking for from its support area. That would be a nice 15% move, right? Or it's going to come back down in a very bearish case, back test major lower support that used to be upper resistance when it was in a falling channel that we discussed, and then maybe come back for another pump up. So that's what I'm watching out for in agix. Dappt, you can see looks like it might be short-term bullish. It's bouncing off the 200-day. We've been watching for a big full lateral swing if you're trying to play the pattern to come back down to lower support like it has multiple times, but it continues to get bought up on the 200-day. And if it pumps up, the red zone is your major sell zone. I wouldn't be buying anything when it's in the red zone, right? If you're playing the current pattern on these volatile daily swings, I still think eventually, before it makes anything crazy, it's going to continue the pattern. Maybe do a big wick up into here, like here, here, and back there. But it's going to eventually come back down to the supply zone. And I think this is still your best bet for a nice massive swing trade, is to get it somewhere down there in a similar area as it was in here. And then you ride that from down into this range, right? You ride that from this range down there, and then you ride it up into this red area and you sell it, right? It still looks to be the case, but it's still riding on the 200-day moving average in the 4-hour time frame, so it can remain short-term.